India and the European Union have concluded negotiations for a free trade agreement, marking a milestone in one of India's most strategic economic partnerships. This modern, rules-based trade deal aims to address today's global challenges while positioning both sides for tomorrow's growth. Referred to as the mother of all deals, it links two of the world's largest economic blocs, unlocking opportunities for nearly 2 billion people. India and the EU represent a combined market of around 24 trillion US dollars, encompassing nearly 2 billion people. This massive market brings huge opportunities for trade, investment, innovation, and job creation, particularly benefiting Indian exporters, MSMEs, and service sectors. For example, in 2024, India's bilateral trade with the EU reached 136.54 billion US dollars, with exports amounting to 75.85 billion US dollars. Services trade was also robust at 83.10 billion US dollars. Despite these strong figures, both sides acknowledge significant untapped potential in the relationship. One of the most significant outcomes of the deal is the access India gains to the European market. The FTA provides preferential access for more than 99% of India's exports by trade value. This includes both goods and services, and it aligns with India's developmental priorities while allowing room for sensitive sectors. For Indian exporters, this means a substantial increase in market access for sectors like textiles, tea, coffee, gems, leather, and spices. The FTA will provide India with preferential access to the European market across 97% of tariff lines, covering 99.5% of trade value. Let's break it down. 70.4% of tariff lines, covering 90.7% of exports, will see duties eliminated immediately. This includes key sectors like textiles, leather, tea, coffee, spices, and toys. 20.3% of tariff lines, covering 2.9% of exports, will move to zero duty over 3 to 5 years, affecting sectors like marine products and processed foods. The remaining 6.1% of tariff lines, covering 6% of exports, will see reductions or be subject to tariff rate quotas, TRQs, covering items like poultry, bakery products, and select tea. India has also made its offer to the EU, opening up 92.1% of its tariff lines, which cover 97.5% of EU exports. For these, there's a mix of immediate duty elimination and phased reductions over 5, 7, and 10 years. A small portion of these goods will be subject to TRQs, including certain fruits and vegetables like apples, pears, and kiwis. India's offer focuses on key sectors such as professional services, business services, telecommunications, and financial services, which will help India attract EU investments. India's agricultural exports are expected to benefit significantly from preferential access. Products like tea, coffee, spices, grapes, and gherkins will see stronger competitiveness in the European market. However, sensitive sectors such as dairy, cereals, poultry, and soy meal have been safeguarded to ensure that domestic needs and priorities are protected. This balance between expanding exports and safeguarding key sectors ensures the agreement's long-term stability. Services will be a key growth driver under this agreement, with the EU committing to broader and deeper access across 144 service subsectors, including IT, ITES, education, and professional services. India's offer to the EU spans 102 subsectors, providing certainty for EU investors and service providers in India. The agreement also facilitates mobility, ensuring temporary entry for professionals like business visitors, intra-corporate transferees, and independent professionals, which will boost skills exchange and knowledge-driven trade between the two regions. This landmark India-EU free trade agreement represents a transformative partnership, offering stable market access, improved competitiveness for labor-intensive exports, a stronger framework for services trade, and greater mobility for professionals. If implemented effectively, this agreement will serve as a powerful platform for trade expansion, job creation, and innovation, driving India's long-term economic growth journey toward the vision of India at 2047. Moonses and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup. Operational support and handling complaints, risk management renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BAT, and ancillary regulations. A&D FinTech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.